Live from Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri. Major League Baseball on tap. The Atlanta Braves going up against the Kansas City Royals. Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. And starting in this one, Chris Bubich. What's the word on him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get one or two over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
And we're underway here in the home opener.
Nope, that's
so,
inside.
here's an interesting fact about Acuna. He has the most home runs at Truist Park. He passed Freddie Freeman for the top spot in 2023, and I think he might hold that record for a while.
Struck him out looking.
Batting second, the third baseman, Austin.
Here is Austin Riley.
Nope, that's off the plate.
Top of the first, just getting started here in Kansas City. Just missed. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
The first baseman, Matt.
2 outs, base is empty. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Matt Olson. Swing and a miss as he was late. Comes up empty.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Two down, nobody on. High fly ball, right field. Ohtani settles under it. And that is that. Back here in Kansas City. And now here's the starter for Atlanta, Spencer Schwellenbach. Chris, how about a scouting report?
7.
Bobby Witt Jr. steps in for the Royals. Right through there for a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. I'll tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front. So off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Fights it off. You'll see another. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Batting second, the right
Shohei
fielder,
Ohtani up to the dish.
Ohtani.
Here we
Check
go.
swing of the first pitch. Look down to third. Didn't go.
Nope, outside.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
Check swing went around. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. And a curve is down and in. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Did he
Checks
go?
a swing, appeal to third. No, he held back. That's ball 4.
The third
Well, he tried to
baseman,
nibble
number
right
16.
there and just missed his
Rafael.
spot. Hitter didn't offer at it.
Devers.
Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Here's Rafael Devers. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. Pitch misses. Throw there. Safe. That one finds the corner. Now 1-2.
Out there on the mound, he's setting the tone early with the fastball. 98 miles per hour up on the scoreboard.
That one lifted to left. And this one looks like trouble. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's 2 away. Michael Garcia getting ready to hit.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
That's ripped into the outfield. Base hit. Here's Ohtani flying around third. He'll score and they tie it. Hung up in a rundown now. Puts the tag on him, and that's the inning. Top of the second.
Leading off
Now
for the
in for the
Braves,
Braves.
the second
Ozzie
baseman,
Albies.
Ozzie Albies.
Did he
Check
go?
swing on the first pitch. Appeal down to first. And he held up. Bubic goes 6 feet 3 inches, 28 years old. A former first-round pick back in 2018. Line drive, and that's got extra bases written all over it. And he starts off the second with a double.
He was all over that one. So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always thinking line drive into the gap. Those kinds of swings really boost your confidence.
So here's Murphy now. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Ball.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here at the top of the second. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's 1 away. So now with 1 away and a man at second. Now it's the DH, Eli White. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. Late on that fastball.
He's really trying to stay back for something off speed. That's why he was so tardy on that swing.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that's 4 strikeouts.
The center fielder, Michael
Here's the
Harris,
center fielder,
second.
Michael Harris II. That's a strike. 0-1. Runner at second, 2 down. Check swing and he went. And it's 0-2.
Ball.
Got him. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, bottom of the second, James Wood steps in for the Royals.
Wood.
Foul ball there. 0-1 down. Drilled out towards left center field. Reaching for it and brings it in.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
Salvador Perez at the plate now. That's ball 1. And a big swing and a miss. Swings through that one for strike 2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
The first baseman, number 9.
2 down, base is empty. Next to hit, Vinny Pasquantino. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
Foul ball still 0-2. 2 down, nobody on. In the air, left field, Dubon under this one. And that is that. Top half of the third inning. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Ha-Sung Kim. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. That one catches the zone. 0-2 now. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along. Here's Mauricio Dubon. And the slider just misses.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Into the outfield, base hit. And that's a 1-out single.
Up next for Atlanta, the right
Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. His first at bat was a strikeout. Step off throw to first, and he's back in safely. Man at first, 1 away. Next offering is fouled back. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Got him swinging for the K. Picks up strikeout number 7. Here is Austin Riley. Struck out swinging his first time. Step off, throw to first. And he's back in there.
There you
Check
go.
swing, tried to hold up, now an appeal to first. He did not go around. And that is out of play. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Back here in Kansas City. So here's the Royals DH, Jack Caglione.
Caglione.
That's a ball. Ball.
Late swing, foul to the left. Check swing, did he go? Yes, he did. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Brenton Doyle. And another ball. That one found hard the other way. Strike 2. Swings and misses. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. So the Royals batting order turns over. Here's Bobby Witt Jr. Struck out swinging his first time. Two down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
In the air to left center. Harris racing after it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that'll do it. New inning getting started. Now in for the Braves, Matt Olson.
You know, these Braves, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. Strikeouts are a little easier to stomach in baseball today, but even by those standards, they're going down way too often.
Oh, that's Rogan. Still able to get it there in time, and they do get the out. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. Doubled in his first debut. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2. Hit in the air, center field. Doyle moving under it. Takes it in for the out. Here's Sean Murphy. Struck out swinging his first time.
Murphy.
Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1. Swing and a miss and a slider. Got him. Rusty Valentine rings him up. Back here at Kauffman
Leading
Stadium,
up for the
bottom of the
Royals,
fourth,
the right
Shohei
fielder,
Ohtani
Shohei.
steps in for the Royals.
Ohtani.
Well, in an 0-0 count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
On the inside corner for a strike.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
Swings through that. Gets a strikeout.
Next for the Royals, the third baseman, number
And
16.
here is Devers.
Raphael.
He's 0 for 1.
Devers.
And a strike to Devers.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone. Good job to fight that one off. And the 0-2. Some there at 98 miles an
Next
hour.
for the Royals, the
Two
second
outs,
baseman,
base is empty.
Michael
And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the
Garcia.
Royals. Michael Garcia. In the air, right field. Acuna settles underneath it. And that is that. All set for the start of the inning.
Braves,
So here's the Braves designated hitter, Eli White. That one fouled off.
You know, these Braves, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Late on that fastball.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
The 1-2. And that's through the swing. It's a strikeout.
Up next for Atlanta, the
So up
17th,
next, Michael Harris the second. He was a strikeout victim his first time.
That's a ball.
Fouls one off out of play. Back to our left. Check swing, no appeal. 3-1. This one in the air, center field. And there's 2 away. So digging in,
The batter,
Ha-Sung
number
Kim.
7, shortstop, Ha-Sung Kim.
No, that's a
Kim
ball.
in his 6th season, 30 years old now. He joined the team as a free agent. And that one is lifted in the air. Doyle on the move. And that is that. Back here in Kansas
Leading
City,
up
bottom
for
of the
the
inning,
Royals,
James
the left
Wood
fielder,
steps
number
in for the
29,
Royals.
James Wood.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
That clips the inside corner for a strike. That one ripped. And a quick out, number 1.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's
The catcher,
about the
number
process.
13.
He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Perez at the plate now, and that's strike 1. Swings through that.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Riley. Long throw to first. Home man for the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs.
The
2 down, base is empty.
9,
And next up for the Royals, Vinny Pasquantino. That one to
No,
first.
that's foul ball.
And a foul ball. The 0-1. He swings and fouls one off. Got him swinging. Top six. So now to the plate for Atlanta. Mauricio Dubon.
Ball one. Whoa.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
That one finds the corner. That's strike one. And he takes a strike. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Here's Acuna, cruising on the mound right now, but a dangerous hitter here in this spot. A guy with some slug to him.
Now pitching for
They hand the ball over to a new arm, Bailey Falter.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
That clips the corner. That one almost got him. The Royals up by a run, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. One and 2 now on Acuna. High fly ball out to center field. Doyle should have this one. And there's 2 down. Here comes Austin Riley. He's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
Riley.
Ball one on a pitch inside. Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. Austin Riley delivers. And this game is tied. So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Matt Olson up to the plate. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Whoa.
Just missing there. Ball 2. Breaking ball misses down and away. Tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. No swing. That's ball 4. He walked him.
Second baseman.
And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. 1 for 2. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. In the dirt, but kept close. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Check swing, but he went too far. And it's 1-2. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Perez on to first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, where we go bottom 6, Jack Paglione steps in for the Royals.
Well, these Royals just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Just missed.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Foul ball there. Payoff pitch. Cuts out and misses. That's a strikeout. Strikeout number 8. So up next, Brenton Doyle. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And there's a foul ball. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
The batter, number 7.
And now it's Bobby Witt Jr.
Witt Jr.
No.
Two down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. In the air to left center. Oh, he can't squeeze it. Here's Shohei Ohtani. He is struck out and he is walked.
Now pitching for
Danny Young into the game.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Runner takes off. Throw bounces, and he's in there safely with the stolen base. And it's second. The pitch is outside, ball 1. Young, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. We go to the top of the 7th. Now it's the Atlanta catcher, Sean Murphy.
Now pitching for the
Well, new
Royals,
pitcher will be the lefty
25,
Matt Strahm.
Matt Strahm.
little bit in this one. A couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job of this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Got it started a little too early. Strike one. Swing at a ground ball to first. That's the first out in the top of the seventh.
Up next for
and now the DH, Eli White.
Eli White.
All tied up here in the top half of inning number 7. Check swing, called strike, and it's 1-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Up next for Atlanta.
Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris II. Just missed.
Here we go.
1-1, check swing, appeal down to third. No swing. 2 down, nobody on. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate. Stays alive. Smoked on the ground to second. Fires over to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Back here in Kansas City, set for the last half of the 7th. Rafael Devers steps in for the Royals.
Devers.
In there at the knees. That's strike 1.
Oh.
Swing and a miss. To the right side, Olsen steps on the bag and 1 away in the bottom of the 7th.
For the Royals.
Now will be the cleanup hitter for the Royals. Mike Garcia. And it looks like he wants to go through the signs again.
Now pitching for the
Here comes the new arm for the Braves, Tyler Kinley.
Tyler Kinley.
This one in the air, right field. And that's a fair ball. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Check that. He'll stop at first with a single after putting on the brakes.
No, he didn't get much of that one, but it's going to look like a line drive in the box score tomorrow. That one probably had no business ending up as a base hit, but
Rudder takes off. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. Not in time. He's safe.
It's such a great feeling when a team can rely on their shortstop to make a play like that. It builds up confidence for everyone on his team. It might even inspire a few more web gyms before the game is over.
Perez in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. And on second, 2 down. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. He's got it, and that will end the inning. We're at the top of the eighth. Now in for the Braves, Ha-Sung Kim. And a fastball in there for a strike at 91. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the
swings and misses. Struck him out. Now the left fielder, Mauricio Dubon. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Tap foul at the plate. All tied up, and we're at the top of the eighth. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Up next for Atlanta, the right fielder.
And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. 0 for 3 in this one. Check swing. He went. And that's strike one. Swings through that one out front that time. Breaking ball, and that got him.
Take it, mate.
Up next for Atlanta, the third baseman.
So here's Riley now.
An absolute tape measure shot last time out.
Swing and a miss. Strike one.
Your base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for any.
Acuna runs. Pitch misses inside. Throw to second, out of bounds, safe. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Strike two.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, on to the bottom of the eighth, Vinny Pasquantino steps in for the Royals. That one drilled left field, reaching down and makes the grab. Jack Paglione, the next to hit.
The designated hitter, Jack Paglione.
And he swings through that one. Comes up empty. Battling here as he fouls it away. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Up next for the Royals,
Brenton Doyle now at the plate.
Brenton Doyle.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Out towards right center field. Acuna on the run. And that is the inning. We go to the ninth. So now to the plate for Atlanta. Matt Olson. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. And it's 0-1.
Nope. 0-1.
This one popped up. Witt takes it in for the out. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. Known for his late inning heroics.
Oh.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
That's a ball.
That's off the mark. Ball 3. Now a step off the rubber to reset. 3-1 is on the way. Line to left, and now maybe extra bases. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. And he's into second base with one away as the go-ahead run.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. A lot riding on this next at-bat now as they look to take the lead at a critical point in this one.
Sean Murphy gets a chance to hit. And it's fouled off. And it's second. Just missed. The 1-2. And it's fouled off. He'll do it again.
So if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Eli White next up for the Braves. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Out to center. Doyle gets there. He's under it. And that's the 3rd out. Back here in Kansas City, bottom 9, and they've got a chance at a walk-off in this tie game. Bobby Witt Jr. steps in for the Royals. Strikes the plate. That's strike 1.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
The 0-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. The 0-2. Ground ball up the middle. And a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Here's Ohtani, runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Saves it second, and he easily steals the bag.
Now just 1 swing away from potentially walking this thing off.
Here comes the 0-1. Runner goes again. That's in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And the winning run is now only 9 feet away. Here's the 0-2. Swing and miss. And now, huge strikeout there.
Third baseman, number 16.
High leverage spot. And comes the dangerous Rafael Devers.
Here's a sac fly situation, and he's got to make sure he gets the ball out over the plate and get those arms extended. They're trying to crowd him at the infield end. Be a big pickup.
In comes the winning run, and they walk it off.